Diolch yn fawr iawn am y croeso yna. Y croeso i chi I sedd Arfon. Sedd a oedd mewn enw yn sedd lafur yn 2010, sedd na'r ni ennill I Blaid Cymru. Sedd byddwn ni yn ei hennill eto yn yr etholiad eleni. Ga'n gyntaf diolch I fy holl weithwyr I yn Arfon, y gwirfoddolwyr, y staff rhagorol sgynnon ni yma yn Arfon, a'r staff rhagorol sgynnon ni yn Llundain ac yn Gaerdydd. Diolch am y gefnogaeth dwi wedi cael yn bersonol am ei gwaith calad nhw. Ond bennaf os, wrth gwrs, gai ddiolch I bobl Arfon am fetholi. Felly, croeso I chi yma I brif ddinas arall Cymru, os gai ddweud. Ac I bobl sy'n gwylio adra ym mhob ran o'n gwlad ni a thu hwnt, croeso yn benodol I Galeri Caernarfon. Mae'r ganolfan gelfyddydau rhagorol yma yn arwydd mewn pren, dyr a gwydyr o gymuned sydd am oroesi. Goroesi, ia, goroesi a mwy. Rydyn ni'n benderfynol o ffynnu yma yng Nghynhadledd. Ac nid ffynnu'n economaidd yn unig, ond ffynnu o ran ein celf, ein dychymyg, ffynnu o ran ein hysbryd. Fel cymuned unedig, efo'r drysau yn agorad I bawb sydd yn gymryd rhan, ac rhywbeth da yma I bawb. Mae hwn yn ddarlun teg, ddwedwn ni yna hefyd, gynadledd, ond cenedlaetholdeb ni. Yma mewn tref sy'n wynebu'r môr, yn agored i'r byd. Heb ein caethiwo y tu ôl I ddiria llwyd Prydain Fawr. Heb obsesiwn hen ymarodraeth, sy'n credu mae'r unig ffordd I fod yn rhywun yn y byd ydy trwy gario pastwm. Ei gario fo a'i ddefnyddio fo. Cymru yda ni, cadarn a hyderus, yn agored I bawb ac yn gaeth I neb. Dyna gyfeillion pan dwi'n caru'r wlad yma ac yn caru ei phobl. Plaid Cymru, the Party of Wales, really does stand for Wales, for those values that have made us and those values that are still making us who we are, no better and certainly no worse than any other people on this earth. Standing for equality, standing for taking responsibility, standing for self-respect, for the hope of prosperity after the long, dark years as the poor relation on these islands. That is our hope. That is what we offer to our country. That is what we are determined to achieve. What a contrast conference with the old Westminster parties. In and out of power, turn and turn again. More of the same, more of the tedious same since the days of empire. What a contrast, our will to build a better Wales, their legacy of poverty, ill health and economic decline. What a contrast. Our future Wales, their warmongering determination to posture on the world stage, and their unionist creation, this most unequal and most socially immobile state in Europe. A state where what parents earn and what parents own set the life chances of our children, set them in stone, where wealth, privilege, and the certainty of entitlement beget wealth, privilege, and a certainty of entitlement. We have already heard of the voting record of the old Westminster parties, that confederation of reaction. Labour, Tories, UKIP, and don't forget the wretched Liberal Democrats, marching as one through the Commons' yes lobby, shoulder to shoulder, voting for more cuts, £30 billion worth of cuts to come, and voting to spend a further £100 billion on a new generation of weapons of mass destruction, the new Trident system. Though it be immoral, a monstrous waste of money, and as even hard-headed military people concede, not even an effective weapons system. The brass hats have said quite clearly, they have said, buying Trident is not about defence. The decision is a political one. And so it is right that the politicians who take that decision also pay the price at the ballot box. Beth i mi sôn ychydig rwan am waith a swyddogaeth Plaid Cymru yn San Steffan. Eleni, mae Elfyn Llwyd yn troi at feysydd newydd wedi 3 mlynedd ar 20 o wasanaeth i weitholaeth ac i wlad, a 4 mlynedd ar 10 o wasanaeth clodwiw fel arweinydd Plaid Cymru yn San Steffan. Fuon nhw yn flynyddoedd o lafur calad, yn flynyddoedd o lywodraeth lafur Wyneb Galed. Ac i Elfyn yn arbennig yn ddiweddar yn gyfnod o lwyddiant nodedig, a gynta'n cael y maen i'r wal ar ddeddfwriaeth bwysig ac arwyddocaol y maes cyfiawnder. A hynny yn nodweddiadol ohono fo, yn nodweddiadol o Elfyn, yn ddeddfwriaeth o blaid yr rhai a gafodd y fath gam. Mae'n dangos mesur y dyn. Byddai unrhyw aelod arall wedi gweld y dasg honno yn enfawr, ond mae Elfyn wedi llwyddo tra hefyd yn cario baich drom arweinyddiaeth. Byddai unrhyw aelod wedi gweld y dasg honno yn un enfawr. Arweinyddiaeth Elfyn, arweinyddiaeth graff a doeth, mae'n dyled ni oll iddo fo, a dyled ein cenedl iddo fo yn fawr iawn, a roeddwn ni'n diolch am dymuniadau gorau iddo fo. Fe etholwyd Elfyn cyn datganoli, pan oedd criw bach Plaid Cymru yn gwarchod fflam gobaith yng nghoridorau drafftiog San Steffan. Yr un frwydr fu wedi ddatganoli ddod wrth gwrs, bod mwy wrth y gwaith. Cynyddu grym a chyfrifoldeb ein llywodraeth ni yma yng Nghymru, yn y cynulliad, ceisio cymedroli polisia dinistriol llafur newydd, a cymryd yr enillion oedd yna i'w cipio. Ac ar un wedd, yr un frwydr fydd yn y Senedd newydd debyg, a bydd angen yr un crafftau'r gwleidyddol. Ond mae amgylchiadau yn newid, a bydd amgylchiadau yn newid eto. Oherwydd, da ni'n symud at gyfnod pan efallai fydd Plaid Cymru a'n cyfeillion yn y pleidiau eraill yn dal y fantol, y cydbwysedd grym, ac mae gofyn i ni roi sgwd i hanes. Mae llawer i'w ddysgu o'r gwaith arloesol a wnaed eisoes gan aelodau Seneddol Plaid Cymru pan gawson ni enillion arwyddocaol i Gymru. Yma yng Arfon, does dim rhaid i mi eich atgoffa chi o gynllun iawndal llwch y chwarelwyr yn unioni cam hanesyddol. Sy'n rhaid i fi atgoffa chi o sefydlu S4C fel gobaith i'r dyfodol. Ond, mae'n bosibl byddwn nesaf yn wynebu amgylchiadau unigryw a bydd gofyn i ni fod yn fwy gwleidyddol deheg nag erioed. Conference. In the new Parliament, we will put first the political work that our nation requires for its progress. We will take gains on the way, fighting poverty and inequality, fighting for a fair deal on health for all, but we will be giving history a push. Working not so much as a government in waiting, which is the Westminster way, but rather as the vanguard for the cause of our country. Our way for the next period is quite clear. Cutting through the tedious theology of the Barnes formula, to insist on our right to funding which is equal to Scotland, equal to that which London has had to concede to Scotland because of the strength of the national cause. The police who guard our society must come within the control of the people that they guard. We will insist on ending the absurdity of a legislature in Cardiff without a jurisdiction. Equality of funding, equality of power, constitutional coherence, an end to austerity, giving Wales a fighting chance. I was at some of the discussions in Whitehall and in Cardiff that led to the mouse that is the Tory command paper on further devolution. Elfyn and Rhiann fought our corner, as did I. I can't reveal the details, of course, but I say this to Labour politicians. Why did you insist for our country? For our country, why did you insist on so little? Insist on the second rate. Insist on the minimum. Soon, people of Wales will have the chance to judge those who say they stand up for Wales, but whose predilection is the feverish calculation of party advantage, who put their proud unionism ahead of the interests of the people. Yesterday, young people in Nghynhadledd launched Plaid Cymru, Young Plaid in Arfon. I was humbled by their commitment, by their energy, by their idealism, by their sheer optimism and good humour. It reminded me very much, I have to say, of the days when Gwynfor and David Wigley and David Ellis Thomas inspired an entire generation. And I am glad to say, as can Leanne, who was there as well, I am glad to say, I was there when it happened. Look, we have no royalty in Plaid Cymru, no gilded children of party grandees assuming the supposedly rightful place, picking up obscure seats, safe seats, and then getting out in order to get on, and giving nothing in return. I say to those dinosaurs of the Labour Party, and some of those dinosaurs, by the way, are young, thrusting, and important. Oh, so important. Your time has passed. Get out of our way. And lastly, I say to those decent, loyal, hard-working people who have supported Labour year on disappointing year, bearing Labour's failure with fortitude in the hope of something better to come, I say to them, Labour have had a century to deliver for Wales. Labour have chosen not to deliver for Wales. I say to those people, it's time to join us. This time, come out for Plaid.